You cannot just sit down watching them to do whatever they feel like doing simply because they are professionals. You cannot talk to them. Give them target. During Jonathan, we brought mercenaries. They were about to finish Boko Haram. But because of our complacency and personal aggrandizement and personal interest, we asked them to go back. And we are still battling with the issue. I was in Borno State as a member of a state House of Assembly when the mercenaries were in Borno. There were less than 30. They operate in a place like this. Everybody with a laptop before him, observing what is happening in the bush. The moment they discovered an enclave, they will be able to identify how many weapons do they have, what kind of weapons are they using, how many AK-47 do they have, how many explosives do they have. They will take only 3 or 4 people in a chopper, go and clear everything. They will snap pictures before clearing them and bring back exhibit. We are about to finish it. And because of interest, personal interest, that if we allow mercenaries to finish this thing, we are not going to get anything. How much was the bill given by the mercenaries? Even Russia is employing mercenaries to fight for them, isn't it? Are we stronger than Russia? Is there anything wrong if you can bring somebody that can fight for you? There's nothing wrong in that. So I'm sorry if people are saying that National Assembly is not doing the needful, National Assembly is not providing the enabling laws. We have provided all the enabling laws. The enforcement of such laws is not ours. If government is not ready to implement, there is no way we can compel government. The only thing we can advise government. If government refuses to do it, there is no way you can force them. Because they have the mercenaries for implementation. You do not have.
You know, I have always said this, that this issue of insecurity that have destroyed a lot of things for us in our country, Nigeria, that this issue of insecurity, banditry, that have killed a lot of people in our country, that have made a lot of things very difficult for the people of the country, can be stopped within a very short time if we have leaders that have the interest to fight it. If we have leaders that have the interest to put an end to all of those things, it can be stopped within a very short time. I was very surprised when I came across this particular video, this statement from this young man, that during Jonathan's administration, they hired mercenaries, that is, they employed foreign hands to help the country put an end to whatever thing called Boko Haram, put an end to whatever thing called banditry, insecurity in the country. But as you heard him say, those people were stopped not because they were not capable, not because they did not have the capacity, but because of some people's business interest in the game, in that issue of insecurity. That's why those people were stopped, not because they did not have the capacity to put an end to whatever thing called insecurity in Nigeria. You see the country we find ourselves? They employed as incapable machineries, the same thing that many developed countries used to do, as you heard him mention here, that even Russia, with their level of development, with the level of weapons they have in their country, used to employ machineries to work for them. The same type of machineries that they employed to fight that issue of insecurity in the country during Jonathan's administration. But the people that have business interest in that insecurity stopped it because of what they were getting. Imagine the type of leaders we have in the country. Imagine the type of people we call leaders in our country. You know, people that have much interest in in financial benefits instead of the lives of their citizens. Imagine, because if they value their citizens, if they value the lives of the people they are governing, the people they are protecting, there is no way anybody can put an end to that machinery that came to permanently stop that issue of insecurity in Nigeria, to make things normal. You heard this young man say, I knew this, that if the government have the interest to fight this issue of insecurity, it cannot take months. Just within a short time, everything will be leveled down. How many are those bandits? How many are those Boko Haram? How many are they? That if government want to bring out energy to stop all those things, then it will be very difficult for the government. It's not possible. If government have serious interest to stop it, they can stop it. You heard what this young man said, that most of these foreign machineries, as in foreign hands that were hired, used to just sit in a place with their laptop, and the rest of them, they will be watching, monitoring the locations, the settings, the number of weapons, the number of explosives that most of these bandits, these Boko Haram have. After their monitoring, they will just strike. They will send like 3 or 4 people to bring down how many, as in whatever number of people existing in that particular location. It's possible because they have serious equipment, as in sophisticated equipment, monitoring gadgets that will show them everything they need to know about all those things. If government want to fight this, it is 100% very possible that they can put an end to this within a month. Honestly, instead of all these debates, all this talk, all these statements in the National Assembly and the rest of them, but nobody is taking any action. This is a pure clue that all those things are still existing there because the people in government do not have the interest to fight it. What they have interest in is the money, the financial benefits from that particular insecurity business. That is why it is still existing. It is really, really, really a very big disappointment from the people in government that this kind of a thing is going on. Try to share this video, let it get to most of all these are people talking here and there. They can locate this young man, have access to that foreign machinery that came during Jonathan's administration to fight that issue of insecurity. They can have access to that through this young man, then bring those people to level all these things down if they cannot provide necessary equipment that our military need. You know? Instead of all this, they are talking every day in the National Assembly. You hear people talk insecurity in my constituency, insecurity in my area, in my region, and the rest of them. But nobody is taking action. And the people that were brought in to fight that issue of insecurity, people dismissed them simply because of what they were getting from that particular business. Imagine a country. Imagine what we call a country. And when people start calling Nigeria a zoo, a lot of people will come up with some argument that you are insulting our country. Just imagine what is going on in a place we call our home. Watch this, whatever thing going on at the National Assembly, you will understand that they are just talking there without doing anything. If they really want to do anything, this is a very big opportunity for them. Locate this young man, have access to these people, bring them to crush whatever thing that is disturbing the lives of your citizens if you really care about them. Take a look.
Amendments or observations or comments? I start with Honorable Gadi.
I'm from Plateau State. Mr. Speaker, you will only understand the heaviness of the content of this motion if we are privileged to see the picture of what Boko Haram did to Giwa barracks and other attacks within military formations in Borno State. Mr. Speaker, the pictures I saw, I am scared. I am scared whether the safety of the Nigerian civilians within the Nigerian territorial land can be guaranteed. Mr. Speaker, we budgeted for money, arms and ammunition, tanks numbering more than 40, including other platforms that belongs to the Nigerian military that is aimed at safeguarding our people have been taken away worth trillions of naira by Boko Haram. How can we guarantee the safety of the Nigerian people in the circumstance that the platform that are meant to protect these people have been taken away by the enemies of the people? Mr. Speaker, we have been doing our best under your leadership. The National Assembly have been speaking on issues of insecurity. But Mr. Speaker, actions by departments of government must be taken. Mr. President must hold Nigerian military strategic commandants and other head of security agencies accountable for negligence of their responsibility. In as much as we appreciate, Mr. Speaker, the security agencies for putting their life at the front line to protect Nigerians, to make sure Nigerians sleep, we must hold somebody accountable that taxpayers' money used to buy guns, used to buy other platform for Nigerian military to fight, will be compromised and be donated like a form of free of charge to the enemies of this country. Mr. Speaker, this is unacceptable. I want to say again and again, Nigerians are being killed on daily basis from the north to the south, to the west, to the east. And we are here for Nigerians. Mr. Speaker, government must do the needful. The everyday resolution that we pass is not enough. Mr. Speaker, if it means facing agencies of government as a National Assembly to ensure that publicly we bring them to account for their responsibility and to account for their negligence of responsibility, we have to do that. Mr. Speaker, I will send you intelligence of the picture of the arms and ammunition, of the platforms that have been taken away by Boko Haram in Maiduguri. And when the leaders, when the governor is crying, other representatives of government are first to issue statement undermining the supremacy of the chief security officer of the state, who knows what is happening in his state, who is crying, and someone within the comfort of his zone will say that the governor is raising an unnecessary alarm, whereas Nigerians are killing. This is unacceptable. Mr. Speaker, we must stand up and find a way of bringing this issue of insecurity to order. Otherwise, you and I is not safe. No matter how Nigerians respect us, we are moving to a level that Nigerians will fight us the way they fight criminals and the way they fight Boko Haram. Until the right thing is done by us here, until we speak for the Nigerian people, until we draw line, until we tell government what we are supposed to tell government, and until government respond by action, not by media statement or press statement. Do not hope, Mr. Speaker, that any member of the National Assembly is safe to move, not by bandits, not by Boko Haram, by the people that elected you and I. Time will come, if action is not taken, that Nigerians will take their destinies in their own hands. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the opportunity to